Thank you so much for these great people on the screen here. They are supporting our channel to bring you more education like this. If you are interested in joining the crew, come on down. The link is in the description below. What's up, LJ members and guests? So I just got done with a lesson with Bethany, and if you don't know who Bethany is, she's trying to qualify for the LPGA Stage 1 coming up in September. And I'm going to be caddying for her, trying to help her get through the Stage 1, and I know she's going to make it. It's almost a guarantee. But our focus is on Stage 2 and 3 to try and get a full-time exemption on the LPGA Tour. And the reason this video is up is many of you wanted to watch me teach an in-person lesson, so I figured, Bethany, she's very open-minded, she doesn't care about this type of stuff, so be a fly on the wall. And just to let you know, we did have, again, some microphone issues, so you will see the video kind of get cropped out every now and then. So without further ado, sit back, grab some popcorn, or whatever you like to eat, some donuts, or some broccoli. I need more broccoli. Let's get going.
I gotta show off the tan lines. Yeah, shows that I put in the work,
Yeah, I got the OB steak for legs. Shows where my work is.
Okay, I've been trying to feel weight a little bit more in my heels. Obviously, standing a little bit closer. At first, I really felt super crowded, but then I started to hit trap pull chunks. So then I was like, okay, you're probably getting too close now, so I backed it up just a touch. So now I'm kind of in the spot where I'm trying to figure out if I'm where I need to be or not.
And your misses are lefts?
Both push and pull.
Both pull and push. Any flight on the misses? Any curvature, or just blocks and pulls?
Push fade. But the good ones are little baby draws and then just pull.
Have you, last time we worked, you had all this? That was remember it was hey, that's a pretty good shot to have. Is that gone, or is it gone back to since you've changed the ball position?
Since I've changed the ball position, it's back to my OG ball flight, which is that little 2 or 3 yard draw.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Where are you aiming?
Right there.
Right there where?
At that, what is that, black flag?
Okay. It's like whenever you have a student.
I feel like my alignment is getting left.
Could be when maybe that could explain why you have to draw or pull the ball back over.
Yeah.
Basics, Bethany.
Okay, start line is that last window on the clubhouse.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try
the curved windows or the
little square ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like Hogan. You gotta ask which window pane.
That's right. That's right. So
there's that.
There.
Okay, so that's that block.
Yeah.
And kind of peeling off to the left.
Yep.
What did it feel like in terms of your swing?
Strike is solid. Swing. It just feels not God, I don't know the word, fluid. It feels disconnected, I guess. When I'm swinging well, it feels so fluid. I feel like I'm tall. I feel like everything is rotating together. When I'm starting to hit like that, there's disconnection somewhere, but I just can't pinpoint exactly where they are.
So
I start doing that little dip after the ball. I hate that.
After the ball, you dip, you feel, right?
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah.
If you have a block, what could cause the block for you? Go back to impact. What's the club face looking like at impact?
Open.
So it's starting left.
Yeah. And just kind of staying there. It's not slicing or anything.
So if you have a block with no motion, the club face is what to your path?
Open in relation to my path.
Could be square to your path, because if it's a block, the club face will send it left. And if it has no motion, that means the path is nulling the club face out.
Okay.
So if I have a path that's in to out 1 degree, so my club face is open 1 degree to the targets, it's going to be neutral to the path, so it's just going to give me a block.
Okay.
So if you go back to your impact, if you look, that's why ball flight's really important, because you can see, okay, that's my result. What can cause that? So we know your alignment was good, so it's not an alignment issue. So we know that is a block with a curvature slightly left, right? That was a block fade.
Correct.
That means club face was open, causing that block. The path was moving left, club face that impact to make it move that way.
So are you saying that I'm still just dropping it way too shallow?
Absolutely, it could be a little bit of this.
So
That's why the feel is really important for you.
where's my setup at then, though, right now?
Setup looks good.
I'm better than
it's
where
better
it was.
than it was. The ball position's better. I think a lot of you know, like we always say, your swing's not going to all of a sudden just change unless it's changing to suit a setup flaw. Better players, their setup changes. You know, we're human.
Yeah.
Ball positions can change, our posture can change, and better players can figure that out based on their swing. That's where the swing changes. Now the amateurs, they don't have a consistent enough setup to build, you know, a consistent swing, but you have a consistent swing. So you always got to go back to ball position, alignment, setup, and then just swing naturally. Okay. And anything that occurs is an in-swing change from there. And you have a consistent in-swing change. It's always been for you a little bit of this, and then you cut stuck, and then you have to
flip.
Get those hands involved.
Okay. So don't change anything, just do what I'm doing?
Just stick to basics, make sure those are corrected. So we're going to that left little window.
Yeah.
That was solid there. That's right on the money.
That was better. So shot like that, I almost feel like as I'm taking the club away, I'm standing a little bit taller. I'm getting that movement, and then I'm getting that movement through impact.
Yeah.
But like I've changed my shot routine. Like I'm still saying commit to it. That's like my go word. But as I'm walking into the ball, I'm just telling myself good setup and commit to the shot. And
yeah, that's it. That's all you need. And obviously it's going to depend on the day too. Let's say you get to that day one. However you hit it on the range, we got to play that.
Yeah.
So if you're playing this buttercut, can't fight that. It's like, hey, we got to play a buttercut.
Okay.
And the other way happens. Okay, good alignment there.
Terrible. The other thing too, since I got work done, I feel like there's so much less tension everywhere. I almost feel like
Lucy.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like I almost
You're
don't even
super long now.
Like I don't even know where the club is at the top of my swing.
Yeah, I remember. I think I've only got one massage in my life, and a couple days later, I went to play golf, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, I feel like I'm like motion. Yeah, I feel like I'm John Daly right now.
And that could mess with your sequencing too, and your timing. You know.
That's exactly what I feel today.
Yeah.
I feel like my hips are not raising my hands today.
Just slow her down a little bit.
Okay.
Just focus on that setup and just slow it down.
Ugh.
Slight little block there.
God, I hate that.
One more time. Let me check something. Gotta get high-tech equipment out here.
Get those.
The close one eye
check
special.
The angles?
Yeah, I gotta close one eye and see what we can do.
Okay.
Okay, aim looks good.
Oh, that's really cute.
Can you sit a little bit more on your heels a little bit? Just a slight bit.
More than that?
Just a little bit.
Holy smokies.
Okay, so that's good. Can you stand a little bit closer maybe because you've moved everything back a little bit? There you go. Okay, give it a go. How'd that feel?
More better, still left, or was that where I was lined up? Do you think I should still be picking out a target as if we were going to hit a fade, just in case, because that's what we saw when I was actually like swinging solid?
I don't think quite yet. I think if we get closer to stage one, and that's going to be your kind of odds are shot, then yes. But now you're still kind of tinkering with the setup a little bit.
Okay.
You know, if we go and play today, then if you're hitting these fades, play the fade.
That good?
But I still think you should be setting up for, you going for that
window.
You go for that window from there with that alignment? Which window? The same very left one? Are you sure?
Yeah, my brain doesn't work.
That's like to the right window.
What?
Let's pick that blue tarp. That's a little bit easier to see. So that blue tarp back there?
Yeah.
Okay, so line up that thing to the blue tarp. You let me know if that's lined up.
It's relatively close.
Okay, so let's take a parallel line now. Just make sure we do this. Okay, there's parallel. So where's that ball? If you extend that line.
Just right of it?
just right of it. So to get your ball back to that blue tarp, you'd have to fade it.
Okay.
So we have to just switch everything, close it down a little bit. There you go. So now let's take a look.
Oh, that might have been way too far.
Yeah, no, that's closer though. Let's go in the middle. I know this is like nitpicking.
I want it to be.
For you to get that club to work this way, what do you think you should try and do more of? Think about hands. Like, what do your hands need to try and do a little bit more?
Not release as much.
So if you're not released, that ball's going.
So I have to roll my. I have to throw my.
Feel like
hand.
you're getting the hands more involved.
Okay, that's scary.
I know it's your wristy.
That's spooky, scary.
I know. But don't like throw it into the ground.
No,
Just
no.
get him to get going.
Okay. I got stuck. I got stuck in a loop.
The VHS, be quind, rewind.
Yes. Oh, that's really good. Don't laugh at me.
Just don't hit my kneecap.
I would never. Hey man, don't even put that in the universe.
I'm getting all that swing thoughts out now.
Heyo.
What does that feel like there? Which one feels, first of all, which one feels easier to do? The first one or the one where you have to get the hands to kind of catch up and close a little bit?
I wouldn't say either of them are difficult for me to do. It's just a matter of which one I should be doing.
Which one feels
More
better to do?
natural?
Yeah.
The push, but I don't want to hit the push. You know?
Boo, let's talk about why. Like, why don't you want to hit a
listen,
push?
I don't have a problem with the push anymore. We talked through that
Yeah.
months ago.
Yeah.
What I have a problem with is picking out a target line and my golf ball starts 10 yards left of what my intended target line is.
You know I'm the opposite of you, right? I pull everything.
Yeah.
And I play everything to a pull. And there's no
So
problem
what are you
with that.
saying? Aim for the right.
I'm saying that play your natural tendencies and
But when
don't
I hit
fight
it
them.
really good, it goes straight.
But here's the odds game. Like, you've got 72 holes,
Okay.
right, to get through. Is it 72 or 54? So 72 holes to get through an X amount of score. We're looking for something that's more reliable, a little bit more repeatable, even if it means let's push, fade this ball all day long. If you set up accordingly and you play it and you plan for it, the key thing is I'm looking for is which one will give you better misses,
Yeah, right.
because that's the key.
Yeah, because that's not going anywhere. That
That could
go bye-bye.
you
Yeah.
could be gone.
Yeah. But I feel like we also have enough time if we wanted to kind of attack whatever it is that's going on that's causing the push and fix it.
You're the one that makes that call. I'm here to give you the
Well,
options.
I need your opinion on that.
My opinion is I'm always in favor of getting the ball to be in a position to score. And if you can do that more often with a push, then we go with that route.
Okay.
Are you losing considerable distance with that push?
Not at all.
Is it because it doesn't feel as effective to play a push?
No, not that either. Again, it's just not when I look up and see my golf ball 10 yards left of where I intended it to start and it doesn't drop back, it's a little bit
What if
disheartening.
we play to a push? So let's set up to play to a push so our perceptions are changed.
So we're going to start more like at that second arch.
Okay, good job.
See, no, it doesn't feel good.
Feel like you're trapped a little bit, escaping.
That literally felt like this at impact.
Yeah. Okay. So you ready for one more setup change?
Yeah.
At the last resort. I don't want to do this, but I tried everything to avoid it.
Here we are.
Heels are
I feel like I'm in a wall sit like we fixed when I was in Arizona. That's what I feel like.
Okay, that's good. That's
Okay.
what we want, right? Okay, so go back to the setup. Okay, so right now, it's pretty good. Sometimes and I don't know if it's a correlation. Sometimes you start here.
Too much forward press.
Too much forward press.
Which is just going to open the cup face
It opens the cup face up, but it also, now you have to deal with these two. Remember those two angles I showed you here?
Yeah.
You know, they have to somehow
Realign.
reunite at impact. Not necessarily together all the time, but you've got this extra little bit of issue that you have to deal with.
Okay.
And that's timing. That's, you know, getting the hands more
So
involved.
just get more here.
A little bit more inside, yeah.
Okay.
And it might help if you don't, because sometimes you tend to open that club, open the shoulders by getting that forward press. And all of a sudden,
well, that makes all the sense.
We start sticking up a little bit too, and then we have to drop and reroute. And when you drop and reroute, now you're
that makes so much
fanning
sense.
it.
Okay. Yeah. Am I still to get kind of there, or am I good just setting up?
In terms of weight distribution?
Like
50-50 or remember we worked on with the shoulder tilting?
Yeah.
So I don't think it's the shoulder tilting anymore. You know, that tilting was forcing this.
I'm still consciously, as I get up to the ball, like right before I go, just getting.
That's fine. That's
okay,
good.
Keep on doing that.
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
That was better. That was better though. I came out here the other day and just striped
everything
6 in a row of the purest golf shots I've hit in maybe my whole life, and I was like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah.
And I literally went home.
That's what you should do. You shouldn't just sit here and beat balls when you hit them good, because then you probably get worse.
Well, we all know that I became like this mental head case, and it's like I just need to get out here and hit shots that are instilling confidence in me, not
that's right,
making me question what I'm doing.
And when you're out here hitting, you know, for hours, you're not going to feel confident the whole 2 hours. You're going to go through spurts where all of a sudden you start questioning your swing.
I'll come over here, hit balls for 20 minutes, and honestly, whether it's good or bad, it's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then I go and chip for like 3 hours.
Yeah, that's perfect. Chipping and putting.
That's another thing that we need to look at is my putting, because I've got myself.
You're the best putter in Coachella Valley. What happened?
I don't know. Something.
Okay.
Pushing at everything.
Everything's good.
Golly.
Okay, almost. Come on.
That was my massage. Felt like.
Just slow her down a little bit.
I felt like Michelle Wee. Not in a good way. All right.
I feel like Rochelle Lee.
What the hell is that?
Exactly. Good. And you hit it deep enough. Like, if you were somebody that was like 215, 220, it's like we need that reduction of spin, but you don't need that. You hit it 240, 250.
I'm 270 now.
270. You can afford a fade. And the amount of confidence it gives you, fades just gives you so much more confidence.
I don't want to hit a fade off the tee.
No, but you don't, because your upward attack angle is so hard with the driver. Because you come like over. We've seen your videos. You're back over here.
Yeah.
And you swing so far up that you remember that TaylorMade day over Woodhaven.
Yeah,
I think one of the first weeks I met you, I was like, "What are you doing here?"
Yeah.
These numbers are like better than tour players.
Yeah, I remember. All I had to do was grow out a mullet to realize that.
That's what I'm working on.
Get the little bit of the rebel cause going on.
You think I can play the LPGA Tour with the mullet?
I think so.
No, you know, it's today's day and age. I can get away with anything. Tonetta.
Oh my gosh.
Tonetta Brooks. Hey, everybody.
Tonetta. That's so good. Okay.
Which is why I try to go at the other angle and saying, okay, what if you
So I need to
fire the hand sooner? But it's more almost like, you know, it's like this. If I'm getting a big heavy object and I'm throwing it as far as I can, I get to here, I rotate, and then from here, boom.
Right.
Look at this.
Oh,
this
it's the explosion.
It doesn't keep going this way.
Sure, that's where the explosion comes in.
Right.
Gotcha. Explode.
Explode.
Let's explode. Big
Good. Good setup. Good job. Bingo. Oh,
explosion!
that is beautiful.
That was a little
Did you hear that? What are you talking about, a little chunk? That was a perfect strike. Look at that. What are you talking about, chunk?
You know I'm the most like perfectionist human being on the planet.
You want to see a chunk? I'll show you a chunk.
Hey man, I know you hit down on it. I don't. Got injuries around here. Oh my god, she's been working on my wrist too.
Oh, good.
She's breaking up all the scar tissue in there. It's literally like popping and like.
Oh, wow. That's going to help you a lot.
She worked on my forearms for like an hour yesterday.
Good.
Oh, so good.
You're like a $1 million lady.
I'm turning into a legit athlete, not
like
no.
that 70s show, The $1 Million Man?
Yeah, that's me.
Trong, 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 trong.
That's me. Yeah, I feel like a actual like athlete now. Never
Good.
have before.
Yeah. That's what it takes now, man. You need the whole like crew for you.
Now I just gotta not be fat anymore, you know?
Hey,
Got some LBs to drop. Your wife said I'm withering away.
she's right.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
That was definitely.
Pardon.
I was like this.
Well, I just got excited. You guys called me skinny. I might need to do a glove rotation here in a minute.
Use a skin glove. Those are the best.
What's a skin glove?
This.
Literally, you'll be going to get my 7-iron 50 yards
Skin
down
glove.
the range.
It's like that comedian talked about skin shoes in Africa.
Yeah.
He drew like the Nike logo on his skin. He's like, I got the new skin shoes.
Didn't they call him something else?
I don't remember what they call him. But that was Michael Blackson. You ever heard of Michael Blackson?
No.
He's a funny comedian from Africa. We don't have Air Jordans. We have skin shoes.
Oh my god.
Skin Jordans.
Okay, here we go, everybody. Relax. Chill out. Golly.
It's really quick, that transition. I feel like it's just, just slow it down to allow your hands to catch up.
Just chill.
What part of this club's moving faster?
The head,
What part is your hands?
not the head.
No, the head. The outside of the circle.
Oh,
Right? So if this moves faster, how much faster do those hands have to move to keep up?
right.
So we got to keep this moving, stable enough to allow the hands to keep up with that.
Okay,
If they fire too soon, you're going to be disconnected and throwing,
okay.
or late and topping,
Like that.
or I got to watch out my.
Shin bones. Tony's gonna have to wear shin guards when he comes in
Yes,
with me
some
now.
soccer gear. Full catcher's setup.
Mm-hmm. All right.
$10 yards. No, I'm not saying you're
Okay,
going to
I
hit it 10
can't
yards
afford
short.
10 yards shorter with my irons. I'm not.
But what
that
would you
long.
take? 10 yards and straight every time, or 10 yards more and who knows where it's going to go? Not to say that's going to happen. But worst case scenario, is that a bad miss?
No.
No. Oh,
What's the bad miss if there's a lake?
If there's a lake, well, then we're going to be taking like driver off deck for you.
Perfect. 7-iron? No, driver.
Just choke up on it. That's it. Good job.
Oh, I see. That's my massage. I felt like
You're really disconnected.
Time to
Six swings like this,
time to get tense
where you're just here
and letting the club drop. Okay.
and just slow things down as a practice swing. A couple of those just to give you that feeling. Let the hands catch up. Give them time. Right there. Just let them catch up. Oh my goodness.
Watch out.
It's divot wars now?
Yeah.
You know who's going to win that one with my Chinese divots.
I would be faster than your Chinese divots.
Like one, you got like 10 of them. And I know this isn't you hitting the golf ball, but I have like issues like this. This caves in and all of a sudden I'm back over here. So if I hit it really good, I feel like my feet are going to be planted throughout the whole swing. And that was planted. It stops me from.
I get slidey. I know I do.
Yeah. But this is like, and it's not, if you slow down that swing, it's probably not even close to what it feels like. it probably felt like I had like whiplash, but if you, that swing is probably close to what I need.
Right.
So it's, you got to put yourself through some, you know, obscene drills to give you the feeling, to at least try and promote that feeling in your real swing.
Okay, I'm gonna do some.
Let's see it. We just stand out the way over here. What's that?
Tall.
There is no wind into us, you know that, right? Look.
I feel it.
See, look, it's blowing that big piece of
Golfers are
grass
so
that way.
stupid.
Look, it's like it's perfect. That's going to cost you some yardage. Look,
5?
well, it's blowing grains of grass or sand. What's the ratio? Sand moving is like 1.5 the amount of yards, or that grass moves.
Double?
Is it?
I don't know.
I just made that up, but it
I
sounds
just
pretty
freaking
good.
work here, man.
It's pretty good.
I'm just a golfer.
I still like it though.
I still don't.
That was heavy.
Yeah. Hey, you know what though? Nothing.
No risk, good. And that might even free you up a little bit more to not be so concerned. You know, subconsciously your body was
Let's
trying
think
to
about
protect
that
itself.
for a minute. That's something that I've done for so long. I feel like that would take so much work
Oh,
for
yeah,
me
for
not
sure.
to do that
Yeah.
anymore. That's like me trying to teach one of the people out here, like,
Not the chicken wing.
not, yeah, exactly, yeah. It's like,
It's hard.
better chance of seeing God.
Some of them are pretty close to seeing that. Right?
Yeah, very.
That's a good way you should get that across. Hey, coach, I want to get rid of my chicken wing. Well,
Yeah,
you
you're gonna
got
see
better
God
odds of seeing
soon.
God first before that happens. And you're not lying.
No. Better quick though.
This is going all over YouTube, so.
Oh, good. Is that okay with my hands?
A little bit back. There you go.
Holy, that's crazy. Okay. Is it this or is it this?
It's the whole, remember we did the whole thing?
God, how do you do that? How do you do that?
Because what's straightening?
Your spine.
No.
Oh. Oh, your rear leg.
Yeah. It pushes everything a little bit more neutral.
Well, all right. Messed up. Because me trying to feel like I'm going this way without going that way is so hard for me.
So think about the tilt, right? So this is here. If I just straighten out, I'm not straightening out and
Yeah,
turning.
why do I want to open up my shoulders?
Is it physically hard for you to do that? Like, is there something blocking you from doing this? Like your body, like your back or your shoulders? Or
Yeah,
anything?
it could be. My hips are real bad.
What do you mean, flesh-wise, or?
What are you asking? If it's hard for me to if it's hard for me to go like this?
If it's hard for you to
No.
go like this without doing that,
Well, no, I'm doing it right now,
Yeah.
but I
Grab the
once
club
a
and
golf
do it.
club's in my hand, I can't.
just stand upright and do it.
My shoulders are open.
There.
Okay.
What did that feel like?
That set up like shit. But I mean, I trust it. I trust you.
What, what,
I mean, it
what
did
did the
it for
contact feel like?
Toey.
Okay.
But I don't think it really was.
Hitting them pretty good there.
Yeah. I love it.
The grass stains.
I love it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Feeling.
How do I?
Pretty good.
How can I hit the ball like that when I literally feel like? You have no idea. It felt like I had rocks in my
I'm
back.
sure it feels like ridiculous. You know, it's only changing like this much.
Yeah.
And that's the crazy thing about golf. Is you change a little bit. It's like,
Right.
oh my god, this is like a totally different.
Well, that's the other thing. I'm at the point in my game where we're literally working on centimeters. It's not
Right.
inches anymore,
Yeah, yeah.
and those are the hardest changes to make.
Yeah.
And visually, even as an instructor myself, it's very difficult for me to see that in my own golf swing.
Oh yeah. What a contact I feel like on that last one.
Good. My delt is so engaged right now.
Go for it.
Toe.
Toe, but look at that ball flight though. And there's your 10 yards back. Okay, so a missed toe, you still got your distance.
Yeah, I did.
We'll take that.
Oh. You think the mic just picked up me cracking my neck?
Probably.
All right, let's see your China divot.
China divot.
That wasn't your best one.
It's still decent.
Yeah.
All right, one more China divot, just to give you some inspiration.
Okay. Oh, there it is. Dude, I gotta find a different way to do that. Like an easy.
They're going through the. What was the last time we?
Well, I started doing this, but then I started getting T-Rex.
Well, maybe do that, but don't do it as much.
Just like a bump.
Maybe you started getting T-Rex on because you were searching for the field and you started overdoing it to get the feel.
Because that video with me with the bucket hat on that you posted last, that's what I was doing there.
Yeah.
And that was really good.
So
okay.
Go back a little bit.
I wonder though if I do that and then feel like I'm squaring up, if it'll just straighten this arm back out, because it's probably because I'm open.
Right.
Okay. Good?
Good.
That feels so much better.
Yeah, I was closer.
Get down to that one.
Yeah, I was closer.
Okay.
Look at that ball flight change too.
Draw?
Yeah.
Where am I sliding? Am I sliding at in my transition? I start going, and then my hands are having to catch
So
up?
because your hands go, higher than normal, and that's just you. That's just your natural tendency. You have to deal with this rerouting. Rerouting can be affected a lot. If you don't reroute first and you start that move from the top, that's where you get a little steeper.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily, it could be a sliding, but it could also be getting to the top here and then not getting that initial reroute, but you just stay.
What do you mean by my hands are high? Like I'm up here?
Hands will be lined up with that club shaft, or excuse me, the club head. You get here. So you basically pull everything up and then you drop down and reroute. So that's just your natural tendency. We're not going to change that because that's impossible to change.
Okay.
But part of the problem with that is that little bit of
drop
sequencing.
Okay.
If it's not enough, not soon enough, that's where issues come.
Okay.
You know what we're going to do?
What?
I'm going to give you 3 more swings.
Okay.
Regardless of what you do, we're going to go play.
All right.
Because this can lead down 2 different avenues where you have a total loss of confidence of your swing, and now you're going to be not being able to sleep tonight. Or these 3 swings, you're just going to hit pure. Either way, we're going to go play, and we're going to work with what you got out there.
So for those that stuck around all the way to the end of the video, I do hope you like this. What you can see is, really good players, you really just want to focus on setup and how setup will affect in-swing principles. Now, typically Bethany does have that slight reroute action, and she's always had it, so we're not going to change that. It's part of her DNA sequencing. After these golf shots, we went out and played, I believe, 7 holes, and we both shot a couple of over. So the transition from the driving range to the actual golf course was completely different. As soon as she went into golf swing mode, things changed. She didn't really focus so much on, she wasn't in her own self, like in her own head, as much as she does in these lessons. And my job as her instructor is to not get her so wound up on principles. And you can see the lesson took a shift to be more principle bound. And I didn't really like the direction of that because I know Bethany can get lost in herself. So this is where I said, okay, just hit 3 golf balls and let's go play golf. Now, when we went out to play golf, I did notice one other thing that she was not doing during these lessons was her club head was starting to veer up way too high on her takeaway. So we addressed that in her swing. And what you'll see now is a after swing of our lesson. We came back after 7 holes. I said, look, we got a good swing thought. Let's capture this on video. So here you can see her video. It's a lot better, a lot tighter with her backswing. And she finished pretty strong in terms of her last couple of shots. So all in all, I think this is a great education for you to look at this, at how a very established player can have a different thought process, and how the instructor has to navigate that thought process, let them be in control, but then also, you know, pull them back when they start getting in their own way. So that is my job for her. If you do like this type of stuff, hit that like, share, subscribe. Sorry again about the microphone. Man, I don't know what to do. It's the brand new microphone, and it still sounds like I'm talking through a telephone made out of beer cans and fishing wire. All right, hope that helps you. See you tomorrow. Fairways and greens.